East Rutherford is a borough in Bergen County, New Jersey. As of the 2010 United States Census, the borough's population was 8,913, reflecting an increase of 197 from the 8,716 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 814 from the 7,902 counted in the 1990 census. It is an inner-ring suburb of New York City, located 7 miles west of Midtown Manhattan. By an act of the New Jersey Legislature on April 17, 1889, a portion of the old Union Township was incorporated under the name of Boiling Springs Township. The new township took its name from a spring in the community. On March 28, 1894, the Borough of East Rutherford was created, based on the results of a referendum held the previous day, and Boiling Springs Township was dissolved. While there was no change in its borders, the name and form of government were changed. The borough was the second formed during the Boroughitis phenomenon then sweeping through Bergen County, in which 26 boroughs were formed in the county in 1894 alone. East Rutherford is the home of the Meadowlands Sports Complex, which includes the Izod Center, the former home of the New Jersey Nets of the National Basketball Association and the New Jersey Devils of the National Hockey League, and current home of the Ticket City Legends Classic and Fordham Rams basketball as well as concerts and other events. And MetLife Stadium, home of the National Football League's New York Giants and New York Jets and the site of Super Bowl XLVII, which would make East Rutherford the smallest city ever to host a Super Bowl, and the site of WrestleMania 29, as well as the former site of Giants Stadium, which hosted the Giants, Jets and the New York Red Bulls of Major League Soccer. East Rutherford is the only municipality with fewer than 10,000 residents to have been home to 5 professional sports teams simultaneously. The borough is the site of the American Dream Meadowlands project, a large planned shopping center and entertainment complex that was originally named Xonad. If it were to be completed, it would be the second largest mall in the state behind the Westfield Garden State Plaza. 555 Group took control of the project in August 2013, but faces lawsuits from the Giants and Jets, who claim that the increased traffic on game days will cause disruptions that violate their agreements with the original developer of the complex. Geography: East Rutherford is located at 48°49 euro squared 02 euro cubed and 74°05 euro squared 06 euro cubed W. According to the United States Census Bureau, the borough had a total area of 4.052 square miles, of which 3.709 square miles of it was land and 0.343 square miles of it was water. East Rutherford is bounded on the north by the boroughs of Carlstadt and Wallington and to the south by the Borough of Rutherford. The Passaic River is the western boundary, and the Hackensack River is the eastern boundary. The area in which East Rutherford is located is the valley of the Passaic and Hackensack Rivers. Demographics: Census 2010. At the 2010 United States Census, there were 8,913 people, 3,792 households, and 2,226 families residing in the borough. The population density was 2,403.2 per square mile. There were 4,018 housing units at an average density of 1,083.4 per square mile. The racial makeup of the borough was 73.04% white, 4.50% black or African American, 0.22% Native American, 13.93% Asian, 0.03% Pacific Islander, 5.83% from other races, and 2.43% from 2 or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 17.54% of the population. There were 3,792 households, of which 24.2% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 42.9% were married couples living together, 11.6% had a female householder with no husband present, and 41.3% were non-families. 33.5% of all households were made up of individuals, and 11.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.35 and the average family size was 3.06. In the borough, 18.1% of the population were under the age of 18, 8.6% from 18 to 24, 33.2% from 25 to 44, 26.6% from 45 to 64 and 13.5% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 37.8 years. For every 100 females there were 93.0 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 92.5 males. The Census Bureau's 2006-2010 American Communities Survey showed the median household income was $62,471 and the median family income was $71,357. Males had a median income of $57,511 versus $48,502 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $32,467. About 5.9% of families and 6.5% of the population were below the poverty line, including 4.2% of those under age 18 and 13.4% of those age 65 or over. Same-sex couples headed 19 households in 2010, a decline from the 27 counted in 2000. Census 2000, as of the 2000 United States Census there were 8,716 people, 3,644 households, and 2,157 families residing in the borough. The population density was 2,289.1 people per square mile. There were 3,771 housing units at an average density of 990.4 per square mile. The racial makeup of the borough was 79.68% white, 3.72% African American, 0.11% Native American, 10.69% Asian, 0.05% Pacific Islander, 3.21% from other races, and 2.54% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 10.65% of the population. There were 3,644 households out of which 25.2% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 44.4% were married couples living together, 10.8% had a female householder with no husband present, and 40.8% were non-families. 33.4% of all households were made up of individuals and 11.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.35 and the average family size was 3.05. In the borough the age distribution of the population shows 19.4% under the age of 18, 7.1% from 18 to 24, 36.5% from 25 to 44, 22.7% from 45 to 64 and 14.3% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 38 years. For every 100 females there were 94.8 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 93.8 males. The median income for a household in the borough was $50,163, and the median income for a family was $59,583. Males had a median income of $40,798 versus $36,047 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $28,072. About 7.4% of families and 9.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 10.1% of those under age 18 and 11.6% of those age 65 or over. Government, local government. East Rutherford is governed under the borough form of New Jersey municipal government. The governing body consists of a mayor and a borough council comprising 6 council members, with all positions elected at large on a partisan basis as part of the November general election. A mayor is elected directly by the voters to a 4-year term of office. The borough council consists of 6 members elected to serve 3-year terms on a staggered basis, with 2 seats coming up for election each year in a 3-year cycle. The borough form of government used by East Rutherford, the most common system used in the state, is a weak mayor/strong council government in which council members act as the legislative body with the mayor presiding at meetings and voting only in the event of a tie. The mayor can veto ordinances subject to an override by a two-thirds majority vote of the council. The mayor makes committee and liaison assignments for council members, and most appointments are made by the mayor with the advice and consent of the council. As of 2014, East Rutherford's mayor is Republican James L. Cassola, whose term of office ends December 31, 2015. The borough council members are Thomas Banker, Joel Psy, Michael Homikak, Jeffrey J. LaHollier, George Perry, Jr. and Saverio Sam Stallone. Federal, state and county representation. East Rutherford is located in the 9th Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 36th State Legislative District. New Jersey's 9th Congressional District is represented by Bill Pascrell. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. The 36th District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Paul Zalo and in the General Assembly by Marlene Caride and Gary Scher. The Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Guadagno. Bergen County is governed by a directly elected county executive, with legislative functions performed by a 7-member board of chosen freeholders. The county executive is Kathleen Donovan. The 7 freeholders are elected at large in partisan elections on a staggered basis, with 2 or 3 seats coming up for election each year, with a chairman, vice chairman and chairman pro tempore selected from among its members at a reorganization meeting held each January. As of 2014, Bergen County's freeholders are Freeholder Chairman David L. Gans, Vice Chairwoman Joan Voss, Chairman pro tempore John A. Felice, Maura A. DeNicola, Steve Tennelly, James J. Tedesco, 3 and Tracy Silner. County-wide constitutional officials are County Clerk John S. Hogan, Sheriff Michael Saudino, Surrogate Michael A. Dressler. Politics. As of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 4,484 registered voters in East Rutherford, of which 1,233 were registered as Democrats, 1,190 were registered as Republicans and 2,058 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 3 voters registered to other parties. Among the borough's 2010 census population, 50.3% were registered to vote, including 61.5% of those ages 18 and over. In the 2012 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 1,859 votes here, ahead of Republican Mitt Romney with 1,340 votes and other candidates with 48 votes, among the 3,115 ballots cast by the borough's 4,845 registered voters, for a turnout of 64.3%. In the 2008 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 1,888 votes here, ahead of Republican John McCain with 1,660 votes and other candidates with 54 votes, among the 3,647 ballots cast by the borough's 4,911 registered voters, for a turnout of 74.3%. In the 2004 presidential election, Democrat John Kerry received 1,641 votes here, ahead of Republican George W. Bush with 1,613 votes and other candidates with 30 votes, among the 3,309 ballots cast by the borough's 4,634 registered voters, for a turnout of 71.4%. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 1,004 votes here, ahead of Democrat John Corzine with 919 votes, Independent Chris Daggett with 112 votes and other candidates with 17 votes, among the 2,082 ballots cast by the borough's 4,709 registered voters, yielding a 44.2% turnout. Education. Public school students in kindergarten through 8th grade attend the East Rutherford School District. As of the 2011 December school year, the district's 2 schools had an enrollment of 772 students and 62.5 classroom teachers, for a student-to-teacher ratio of 12.35 to 1. Schools in the district are Mackenzie School and Alfred S. Faust School. For grades 9th through 12th grades, public school students attend the Henry P. Beckton Regional High School in East Rutherford, which serves high school students from both Carlstadt and East Rutherford. The school is part of the Karlstadt-East Rutherford Regional School District. Public school students from the borough, and all of Bergen County, are eligible to attend the secondary education programs offered by the Bergen County Technical Schools, which include the Bergen County Academies in Hackensack, and the Bergen Tech Campus in Teterboro or Paramus. The district offers programs on a shared time or full-time basis, with admission based on a selective application process and tuition covered by the student's home school district. Emergency services, police. The East Rutherford Police Department provides emergency and protective services to the Borough of East Rutherford. It consists of a patrol division, detective bureau, traffic division, juvenile division, and records bureau. The current chief of police is Larry Minder. Fire. The East Rutherford Fire Department is an all-volunteer fire department. The ERFD was organized in 1894 and consists of a chief and 3 assistant chiefs. There are 3 fire stations. The department is staffed by 80 fully trained firefighters. The ERFD utilizes 2 engines, a ladder truck, a heavy rescue, and a quint. The ERFD also provides emergency medical service to the borough. Engine 1 2008 Sutphen 175,020, Engine 2 2008 Sutphen 175,020, Engine 3 2008 Sutphen 175,075 feet mid-mount, Ladder 1 2008 Sutphen 2,100,000 feet aerial tower. Transportation, roads and highways. As of 2010, the borough had a total of 30.53 miles of roadways, of which 20.21 miles were maintained by the municipality, 4.20 miles by Bergen County and 4.44 miles by the New Jersey Department of Transportation and 1.68 miles by the New Jersey Turnpike Authority. State routes include Route 17, Route 120 and Route 3. The only interstate that passes through and serves East Rutherford is Interstate 95 at exit 16W. Public transportation, the Rutherford Station, which is located on the Rutherford, East Rutherford border, provides train service on New Jersey Transit's Bergen County line. The Meadowlands Station offers service on the Meadowlands Rail Line, which began in June 2009, providing access between the Meadowlands Sports Complex and Secaucus Junction, and from there to other New Jersey Transit lines with trains operating before and after games and other events at the complex. New Jersey Transit buses include the 160, 163, 164 and 322 routes serving the Port Authority Bus Terminal in Midtown Manhattan. The 76 to Newark. And local service on the 703 route. Business and industry, East Rutherford is home to the Hudson Group, a retailer which operates a chain of newsstands, bookstores, fast food restaurants, and other retail stores chiefly at airports and train stations. Management Dynamics, a global trade management and supply chain management software company, is also headquartered in East Rutherford. The East Rutherford Operations Center handles currency in the area covered by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, a task that includes removing and destroying 5 million currency notes every day. Notable people. People who were born in, residents of, or otherwise closely associated with East Rutherford include, E.J. Buthell, fullback who played for the Las Vegas Locomotives of the United Football League. Fireman Ed, superfan of the New York Jets. Alfred Bird Graff, botanist known for his richly illustrated books on the subject of plants. Henry Helstosky, represented New Jersey's 8th Congressional District, served as councilman of East Rutherford in 1956 and as mayor from 1957 to 1965. Harold C. Holmbeck, U.S. Representative. Henry Hook, crossword creator. Bobby Jones, former pitcher who played for the New York Mets. Diane Ruggiero, screenwriter for Veronica Mars. Patty Schwartz is a United States Circuit Judge of United States Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit. Dick Vitale, sports broadcaster who attended high school and coached at his alma mater, East Rutherford High School. Inducted into the East Rutherford Hall of Fame in 1985. References. Sources: Westervelt, Francis A., 1858 to 1942, History of Bergen County, New Jersey, 1630-1923, Lewis Historical Publishing Company, 1923, Municipal Incorporations of the State of New Jersey prepared by the Division of Local Government, Department of the Treasury. December 1, 1958, external links, East Rutherford official website, East Rutherford School District, East Rutherford Historical Society, East Rutherford School District's 2012 €13 school report card from the New Jersey Department of Education, school data for the East Rutherford School District, National Center for Education Statistics, Carlstadt East Rutherford Regional School District, Meadowlands Regional Chamber of Commerce, Meadowlands Liberty Convention and Visitors Bureau.